All right, let's see how bad this actually is.
Are you thinking we start with an hour and then see if we
Yeah,
can
hour,
get
hour and a
two
half.
hours out of it or
Yeah,
whatever?
we'll just see what happens.
Yeah.
Um, Depending on how funny it is, too. We can
Right.
always come back and do more.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't think the story of this game is that long either. It's just that the grindy post game part is takes absolutely forever and just goes on absolutely forever. But I don't, yeah, like if we just played the story part, I don't think it would take that long to.
Now you were saying we have to do the story portion to get like Deathstroke and whatever.
Oh, we're definitely not getting that at all. I'm
Oh,
not.
okay.
You
Okay.
either grind an insane amount of time to unlock those new characters, or you
Buy
pay
them.
for them
Right,
to get to bypass the
I see.
grinding.
I just thought since he's like already was featured in the thumbnail that maybe they're just unlocked. Some of those characters are unlocked already.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too. You would think when a new season of content for a live service game comes out,
Yeah.
you would get the new character to then be able to grind that new content with that new character.
Right,
But
right.
what it is that the new season of content drops, you have to grind all of that out to get the character, and then there's nothing to do with the character once you have them.
It's really
Unless you wait
smart.
for the next character or next new content drop with a different character, then you can use the character from the previous. Again, unless you just bypass it by buying the.
Wow, it's like Stephen Hawking did design the game, you know. It's
Ah, Metropolis. It's the little things that really change a city's vibe.
so
The
we actually have to
weather,
witness this story, huh?
That's mainly what we're going to be doing.
God.
Task Force
Yeah.
X. Stop sightseeing and see if you can kill everything in sight. Got it?
This is what people were seemed
Waller's right.
upset
We got work
about
to do.
too. Was
How did you three
weird
get split off
decisions
this
in the
time?
story and
Oh yeah, I'm aware.
My fault we got lost.
Does that actually sound like as bloodthirsty and heartless as Waller is? Would she just be like, kill everything, just everything?
just kill everyone,
Yeah.
kill everyone.
It's like she's got a little bit more tact than that.
We're game 7, last quarter.
Speaking of, I do like how in the last episode of Creature Commandos, it seems like they actually did
Yeah.
depict her with some real humanity. The
Yeah,
last maybe
yeah.
2 episodes, she actually cared about somebody in danger.
Well, caring is not a
Doing something basic.
common character trait of hers, but also the fact that she was like, once she had updated intel,
Mhm.
she was like, okay, don't kill her.
Right.
Because I feel like that is, like I said, Amanda Waller,
Caring. It's a rule now.
she'll do what she can diplomatically to keep America out of hot water, but, of course, a lot of her actions lead to America being in hot water,
Right.
often, but
And then I'll just sound check us real quick.
yeah, good idea.
And
Get to shelter. Shelter looks fucked, the direction it's pointing in. Get to shelter.
yep, okay, we're good. Sound is a go-go.
Do you see the get to shelter sign there?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that shelter looks like gone.
Yeah, it doesn't seem very effective, does it? Okay. Cat. I'm not doing that right now. No. I love you. Okay, let's see.
Maybe it's just all the heavy duty fucking gear he's got on, but like Deadshot looks like as big as like Batman, like body wise.
I wouldn't be shocked if they just used the fucking character model and redid parts of it because of how lazy certain things about this game come across, just from all the promotional stuff.
Right.
Even just as an example, if you side by side compare some of the visuals and aesthetics of this game with Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight is a going on 11-year-old game, and it still looks better than this in a lot of places. In terms of its just texturing and shading and
Oh, sure.
Justice Day, huh?
Anything like that.
I believe Jon Stewart's the one that they have in the game.
I mean, you know, maybe this is after like a year of it being out and bugs or whatever being taken care of, but just looking
Whoops.
at it right now, it doesn't look like the worst graphics.
No, I mean graphically it looks fine here, just what we're looking at. But at the same time, I just know if I go and directly compare, hi, please relax and lay down next. I just know that it's not got the same kind of. Is there a fly option here? Wall climb. Okay.
What is this like energy flipping piece doing?
Yeah, that's a thing that doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it?
Yeah, I mean, just give everybody a fucking jetpack at that point.
Well, they do kind of do something where every character can move around basically the same way, and it
They
just looks
started
slightly
that in-
visually different.
They started that in Gotham Knights.
It's weird that these games were actually made basically alongside each other,
Right.
kind of at the same time. But
People were happy with neither.
no, they were not. Neither of these games were very good.
Well, it's just, yeah, I don't see Deadshot as being as
Lex
jacked.
Oil.
Oh. Being as jacked as Batman. You know,
No.
I think he's a sniper, so
Yeah.
he has no need to be like.
He
that
could be
fucking-
somewhat muscular, but it should be in more of like a lean way, you know?
Yeah, like in one of the Tom King Batman issues, he has like this war of the snipers between Deadshot and Deathstroke
See, that sounds fun.
in one of the Batman comics. But yeah, for the most part that makes sense. But there's a point where Deadshot fights Deathstroke hand to hand, and I'm like, he should be dead at that point, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that she should not survive that.
It's not like I'm the biggest reader of Deadshot, but his expertise I know lies in marksmanship. I just don't know how much of a fucking beast he is at CQC, you know.
It's never really seemed like, yeah.
Land these shots. I ain't letting a little shield stop me. Just gotta use my jetpack to get around.
Because anytime we saw him in the Arkham games, although I guess that was supposed to be a different Deadshot, wasn't it?
No, this is supposed to be a continuation of that exact Arkham universe, which is one of the reasons why the story pissed people off with this.
Right, but in one like YouTube video I watched, at some point in the game, some of the like kind of collectible materials the player had unlocked. It said that basically the Floyd lot and those other Arkham games like stole the identity of this Floyd
Switch
lot,
up the guns.
Well, that's a really stupid retcon.
so that this Floyd lot could be more badass than that other one.
Gold Star
Come
Inc.
on, not now.
Is that a company that you think of being a DC?
All it makes me think of is Booster Gold.
Right.
So, I
Got juicy.
Juicy Poopies.
That's kind of what it looks like, but I'm just gonna ignore that. Oh. Sorry. And also, yet again, I be like, yeah, the Suicide Squad should be about being good guys and saving the world all the time. They should always be heroic at the end of every game.
Clean, as always. Okay, I got this. I got it. Just can't.
Kickstart and cool down
Careful,
dead
tap
shots
the burner,
across larger.
breathe, kickstart. Easy. Yeah, no, it's definitely easy.
Because yeah, the Deadshot in the Arkham games, like he was a sniper, and then when Batman, fucking
Gets up close, you just take him out in like one hit.
Yeah. So he wasn't like this combat expert, and I don't know. So
He really definitely should not be. Well, and then also I'm just gonna say too, just right off the bat, this already in terms of like the way that it feels to kind of move around feels similar to like that Avengers game.
Oh, really?
Which again, I still don't think that game was like 100% horrible in
You said
like
the
every
story
way.
was decent.
Yeah, I actually thought the story in that was all right, and it was the fact that it was a multiplayer like online thing is what ruined it, and it could have been all right without that. But there is still this just kind of like, I don't know, somewhat generic way that all of these types of games feel to play to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Now I forget, is there a multiplayer component in this?
there is, not at least in the tutorial, and it's like an online thing where like you'd also have to be paying for the,
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus membership, and then have the game downloaded and be joining me from your system. Which I guess I don't know. Do you pay for the PlayStation Plus even?
No.
Okay. I don't think so.
Thought about it a couple times. At some point, I mean, when I'm working again here, I will.
Sure.
Always have to be about that.
You do get free games every month, and I mean they're not always the best ones, or maybe not always the ones you want, but you get good stuff sometimes. And then, and then like there's definitely some streams in the future that we could like do, where there's a game that we can do like a multiplayer thing on. Like one that I know will be fun for that will be the FBC Firebreak, the
Right,
Control
yeah.
spinoff.
No.
This isn't exactly like the greatest intro sequence
Meeting up.
for a video game. I'm just like,
You gotta be nearby.
oh, alright.
It's like they thought the fact that it was just like epic, I guess,
Is that really epic though?
well,
I am in a tunnel.
just in as far
Only
as
has two exits
shit's
despite
fucked
its
up.
length.
And,
Which seems highly inadvisable. Human architecture is fascinating.
he started out talking dumb like the Sylvester Stallone King Shark, and then he said ill-advisable.
Yeah, this
The-
this King Shark is definitely smarter than we've seen in some of those other versions. But he's got a gun. That's what you think of King Shark doing? Just going around shooting a gun?
Yeah, he doesn't at all bite people's heads off.
No, what are you talking about? He's a munitions expert. Harley Quinn, munitions expert. Deadshot, munitions expert. King Shark, munitions expert. Captain Boomerang, munitions expert.
Does he really just use a gun instead of a boomerang in this game?
I don't know if I've only seen footage of him using a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's not right.
I don't know why there has to be this kind of like dumb energy trail.
For every
Like,
single
every
character.
Mass and destructive concert.
Because King Shark, I guess I could buy. He jumps around like the Hulk or whatever. you
Sure,
know?
but why does he need like a weird little force field by his feet?
Yeah, I guess they've, like in the Harley
Only
Quinn
there were
cartoon
enemies
and
here.
other
That would be a
variations,
splash.
he's like
A munitions expert.
from Atlantis. He's like Non-Way or whatever from Atlantis, right?
Yeah, it's like the shark god.
Much less.
And they're sorcery in Atlantis. Maybe it makes sense. I don't know, but I always feel like I have to like reach in my imagination for why these characters work like they do. Yeah. I do think.
Much less resistance than water as well.
I mean, it's part of the problem with, it's part of the problem sometimes with trying to do like a superhero adaptation in a game where you have so many wildly different power sets with the different characters, and then trying to do a game about a bunch of them at the same time. The most successful I think that's ever been done is like X-Men Legends or Ultimate
Yeah.
Alliance, because you're doing this kind of RPG dungeon crawler format that allows you to have a system where the characters can play the same in a basic sense, and then it's like, why does he have a gun? But yeah, you those games you can have the characters play the same in like a basic sense, and then but then specialize in all these RPG abilities, because you can have character builds and upgrade them in different ways. And especially, I think like X-Men 2 was the best one at that. Overall, had like the most customizable options out of all those games.
Deep into combat.
Um,
Control the flow from within their ranks.
Okay, so he has a melee attack. Let's see. Is it any good? He's using a fucking knife.
To smack people.
Butcher. He's like smacking people with butcher knives. That's weird. Okay.
Like, what are they, like the Ninja Turtles, where they can't actually use their sharp weapons and shit?
Yes. Yeah. The villains. The Suicide Squad.
Your sacrifices are greatly
Only hit
appreciated.
people with blunt blades.
I wanted some extra exercise.
But yeah, like a lot of these games, it just makes so much more sense to do one character,
Right.
and then flesh that out into its own set of gameplay mechanics. That's why the Arkham games work so well. That's why these Spider-Man games work so well, because you just allow, even with two characters like Miles, it's still Spider-Man, so you're still able to make them playing somewhat similarly make sense. But like as a good example too of this is the Guardians of the Galaxy game. Like there were a lot of people who had like a very kind of initially negative reaction to that game's announcement.
Star-Lord.
Exactly, because you could only play as Star-Lord, and they're like, well, why wouldn't you be able to play as all of them? And I thought, oh, good, I'm glad that you only play as one of them,
Right,
because it
right.
makes him, Star-Lord, feel like he plays a unique way,
Greetings, Deadshot.
rather than... Because I guarantee if that game did let you play as all of the different characters,
Not with you.
it would be another one of these situations where they'd all kind of play the same, and it would be like, well, none of them feel unique.
Yeah.
Whereas, since they just focus on making a game about playing a Star-Lord, they're able to make that feel like a fairly unique gameplay experience.
It looks like Boomerang uses a shotgun.
Yep, he's got a shotgun right there.
All on my iron. Yeah, man.
Well, I always think of a guy named Boomerang doing.
Like, and don't get me wrong, you totally do tutorials at the beginning of games, and that's fine.
Speed Force.
Oh yeah, he's just got the Speed Force.
You see,
Take your time, sweetie. Let the mental boomerang make it back.
And that's how he...
What
So the boomerang
What?
is just a way to use the Speed Force for him.
what do they need the rest of the Suicide Squad for if he's got the Speed Force, for God's sake?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Amanda Waller basically will get everything she ever wants if this guy has the
gotta
Speed
knock him
Force.
around first to get rid of those shields.
At least you know what? At least he uses it in combat. At least he's using a boomerang to fight.
At least that's something, but
Compared to King Shark, who's just like a chain gun and butcher knives.
yeah, I do prefer that. But just within the lore of the game, I don't buy that Amanda Waller ever would have gotten a chip in his head if he had the Speed Force, you know.
I think it's that they stole it after they came to the city, but again, that's why the way that this is starting is really weird. Like, why would you not start the story and... Yeah. Yeah, no, it's bad. It's not good. This is... Yeah, three dashes.
I sure as hell can. Gonna need every
Well, yeah,
drop of
to your
speed
point,
force
like,
I've got.
about it looking so apocalyptically fucked up. It does just make me think of the bad Suicide Squad movie too.
Yep, because there's no human beings around for them to do any bad guy things to. It's just a bunch of faceless monsters.
Yeah, it seems like it should be exciting because it's already the most like devastated looking a place could be.
I feel like you would have wanted to see the opening of the game be the place getting devastated.
Well, there's
You
nowhere
know.
to go after they've shown
Right.
their hand. Like it's. So it's like now we'll have to play through 3-4 shitty hours of like just boring levels. I mean, this looks boring already.
You're right, it's already like not that interesting.
He looks like a street shark.
Ah, Boomerang.
I have to be honest.
Original character alert! Original character alert!
Did you not see
If you
Harley?
think they like pizza, you're wrong. They like hot dogs.
Is that true about street shark?
I think so. They like hot dogs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they eat like an entire hot dog cart in the first episode of that show.
Alright, Alright, let's see how much differently Harley plays it.
Headshots all. You ain't got
They
no
do
soap
pretty
in
much
this
all feel the
region.
same so far.
I had to be there.
This Tara Strong
It is Tara Strong.
Alive.
all the projects she doesn't
Anywho,
get
I'll
called
be
up
there
for
in a
anymore, and then
Gotham
she
minute.
gets fucking the call for Guild of Justice League.
So
Are you puppeting the dead goons again? That shit is
again,
funny.
same little like weird
Yeah,
jump.
little
I don't understand why that's there at all. They're just double
Mom,
jumping. Like you could, they could just do that.
Could
It
be
doesn't
worse.
need to be like.
I could be like Boomer.
Oi, what's that supposed to mean?
So she's got like a grappling hook,
Speculation.
which is how they try and make her somehow
So
different.
she's like Spider-Man in this case.
Yeah, she's Spider-Man.
Let's go, I go. Including the showers, the dunny, everything.
Yeah, you're really not helping your case here.
This is hell. I've
How do you feel
died,
about this
and
banter
is what
stuff?
my hell looks
I
like.
think Captain Boomerang just said he goes everywhere. Like he goes in the
Whether
shower,
it's
he
makeup
goes in
or
the.
hurdling at the
I think he's saying he
ground,
follows
gotta
Harley
shut
everywhere,
the
including into the
Oh, I thought you
shower.
were saying he takes a piss and shit just everywhere.
Oh.
That's what I thought he was.
Yeah. They try and give her the dive thing from.
Is that why you're hiding? Well, I got some surprises of my own.
It's just crazy to me that Rocksteady would make this game, and it kind of just abandoned entirely what worked so well about the combat in the Arkham games.
Right.
Like, sure, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I can understand not wanting to do the exact
Doug
same
Stanhope.
thing. Wait, what? Oh, like I can under. Oh yeah, and also she's swinging from that thing, which is a bat tech thing. So like,
Oh, I didn't know if that was like Nightwing's fucking.
it might be.
Creation of momentum, honey. I do love
So
a convenient
to shoot
point
past it and
to
keep
throw my
momentum.
body
So that's
into
trying
the
to be
zone.
like the.
Yeah, the dialogue with Harley is like too try hard for me. It's like, I mean, this game is rated M, right?
Come on,
Uh,
crimes are wasted.
I don't know actually. They haven't sworn once, and
Just like the
there's
Floyd
no
did
blood in
say-
the game.
Floyd did say that shit is creepy.
Well, I mean that shit is a swear that you can get away with in a T-rated game, though.
Well, I was gonna say because just looking at this, it looks there's no reason this could be a T-rated game.
No, 100%, and because you don't fight human enemies at all. Like honestly, the Batman games themselves are more violent
Right.
because you're hitting people.
Yeah. Right. Right.
These are just fucking like
Actors
like dumb
totally
brainiac
did.
monsters.
Not like the junior gymnast finals. Didn't stick that.
Yeah.
Hello, boys. How's your apocalypse been going?
Now that we're finally all here,
Been boring,
we can get
Harley.
down to
Almost forgot there's a big honking group of baddies ready to descend on us like fresh meat at the buffet line. So, who's staying to play hero?
All right. Who should we?
That's the try hard thing that I'm talking about with Harley Quinn right there. Just
Right. It's very high school.
yeah.
Edgy.
Very hot topic of it.
Yeah. So-
I mean, did you say Boomerang was the
Maybe at least just because you can use a boomerang, I guess.
All right, now what was it Lawton said about
Your shot to
timing
disrupt an
shots?
enemy's behavior.
Counting, countering.
Okay.
Ah, wing it. Can't be that hard.
All right. Yeah. Let me go. Stop showing me this. Huh. So he's just got like a plasma rifle.
seems more effective than a Boomerang, but he is throwing it at the force of the speed. At the speed of the speed. What is that supposed to do? Just like you
Nothing special.
just like this game.
Yeah. Nothing special at all.
that, really.
Yeah, pretty much. That one just kill itself by flying off the edge. Oh, real smart enemies.
So just his boomerang has the Speed Force, or
I guess it's like holding the boomerang gives it to him, because like if I hold R1 and then is it holding L1? I don't know.
you know what? Rereading some of those. Well, I was reading for the first time some of those Blackest Night comics. Like the second Captain Boomerang, I guess you could do something with the Speed Force with his boomerang in that comic.
This shotgun works at a pretty amazing range, huh?
So, I mean, it's not.
Creeps counter.
But I guess it's not unheard of that Captain Boomerang might have a Speed Force boomerang. I don't know.
I mean, you could maybe sell the idea if you just explained why he has it, maybe.
Right.
Or again, I feel like once the tutorial's over, it's going to go back and show us like an intro sequence. I just feel like, why would you have?
Why not start with that intro sequence?
Yeah.
Because this seems like you should be like 7 levels in right now.
That one's fucking
Right.
like a silicon. Time to smash.
We got a timer.
Oh yeah, it's just a chance to practice this fucking thing, which I'm like, I don't know why I can't just do it once and then move on.
This one's lit up. Let me finish the job.
So this is how you shield harvest enemies.
Yeah, what's the shield thing?
You're harvesting their shield by shooting them in the legs and then hitting them with a boomerang, and somehow that steals their shield for you.
Okay. Shield harvested. Okay.
It's pretty dumb.
Ah, the Daily Planet. But do I get up?
You just teleport to a completely different. Okay.
Now this is an
Like,
operation.
he should just, this character should just never have a shotgun on his back.
Yeah, it looks
See
good.
the front page now. Big portrait of
You fucked up, Rocksteady.
truly.
You
Headline,
fucked up.
Oh, Captain! Our Captain! Then you got the Sudoku and crosswords in convenient spots for once. Comics, new
Don't
ones
go
on
faster,
page
please.
2. Oh,
Yeah,
it'll be
he's
the
only
best
got
edition
2.
they've ever seen.
Exactly. What's up, Brainiac?
Hey,
Are you gonna be
Waller,
cool at all?
Skull ship's honked off at us. Over.
All of you, move to the objective. The Prometheum shield is up, but it won't last
That's
forever.
Trying to think, is that a term they use? I'm trying to think if I've heard that before.
The
Sounds
character
of an active war zone.
Prometheus probably
During the
uses
Hammerhead
that
conflicts
shield.
of my youth,
That's just Brainiac.
focus people. Those
Or
sharks
are they just
fighting do sound
are they
pretty
just
cool, though,
naming it something to try and make it sound impressive?
I think it's just one of the elements on the periodic table that Batman discovered. But
Okay.
that's one easy out you always have in
Alright,
DC
weapons
is
free.
Batman
Take out as
invented
many
it.
of them as you can before I pull you out.
So now it's just a matter of like, yeah. So it's just I feel like it's basically the whole game, with maybe the exception of some boss fights. It's just going to kind of be this basically. Yeah, just running around in an arena fighting these same kind of generic like enemy types. This is just the tutorial, and I'm already tired of doing it.
Yeah, but we won't have to probably even a couple of hours.
Depends on if we want to see the whole how bad the whole story
I
is.
got it, and I never lost it.
True.
I'll look up how long that actually is.
the thing about the bad Suicide Squad movies, though, at least that's still only 2.5 hours.
Right. Yeah. Bad. I mean, that's bad. Video games they are overall harder to justify spending time on because they are generally longer. But they're also not necessarily long. Hey, what's up, Ulysses? Playing this piece of shit.
We are trying not to suffer too greatly.
Did you know that the Captain Boomerang uses a shotgun?
Did you know he has the powers of the Flash?
Yeah. Just killed him. Not yet.
I feel like we must have killed the Flash because we have to.
Well, his first name is Shotgun.
Shotgun Dude.
Body check.
These stupid little fucking helicopters. Oh yeah, and also, Ulysses, did you know that King Shark also uses guns?
And did you know he also...
Already gone.
Good name for it, right? That actually, yeah, looks like a cheesy, like, boomer shooter style, like, retro game. That'd be fun.
King Shark looks like a street shark, doesn't he?
He does look like a street shark. he looks so much more like a street shark than he looks like the character King Shark. I think I saw that movie on Tubi. Is tutorial finally gonna end? Give us like an actual cutscene.
Get us the hell out of here.
Oh yeah, look at him. Look at this. There he is.
All hell's about to come down on you.
Using guns like King Shark does.
Time for reprisal.
There's,
Do you know if the street sharks use guns?
I don't believe they ever did. Why make a giant? Well, great question, right?
And there's that giant statue, Superman film.
He's got an eagle on his hand and everything.
That statue was actually the shape of that statue when they did after Superman died against Doomsday. They basically, in the comics, that statue was gold, I think, but...
Did it have an eagle?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one that I'm thinking of.
Should have been holding a super gun. It would fit into the rest. Yep, there you go. 7 days earlier.
That would be funny if they flash back to the Justice League and they are all wielding guns and shit. And Superman's like, oh man, I'm out. What am I supposed to do? Hey, it's that Arkham music.
I know, they're trying to remind us of a better game.
Oh, man, it's that sign.
They're really trying to just member berries the shit out of us with this part. But no, I mean, it's a great question. It's just like, why would you just make a generic, like, looter shooter live service game with these characters? It's a terrible idea. And they didn't even pick a bunch of characters that all use guns. It'd also be one thing if they were like, okay, Deadshot, Deathstroke, Vigilante, like it was only gun-wielding characters.
A division of Homeland Security you've never even heard of.
There's also your like super skinny Amanda Waller, so her name doesn't make any sense.
To make you an offer. You're tenacious as junkyard dogs. Desperate.
Don't call him a junkyard cat. His name's Special Agent Jack Bauer.
Now that might
Why is Captain Cold in Arkham?
But outside these
Captain Boomerang. Why is Captain Boomerang in Arkham?
Well, yeah, I don't know, Deadshot.
Deadshot and Harley make sense to be in Arkham.
Does Deadshot make sense to be in Arkham?
I've seen him be put in Arkham before, I feel like.
I could change.
It's like more of a Dota or League of Legends game, so you could have Melee too. I wouldn't play it, but yeah, exactly. I mean, like I was just saying to Michael earlier, like some like X-Men Legends, you know, where it's the top-down RPG thing, and you have these customizable elements. That works really well for these characters that have really different powers within a single game. But if you start, like, again, King Shark should play more like Hulk Ultimate Destruction,
King Shark.
if anything.
This is a microbomb injector.
This is like straight up like that little area that the first
Yeah.
arc of the Silent game starts in.
Yeah.
They're trying to, yeah.
You want this to be where you take your last breath? No? Then help me. I only need one of you. As for the other three, you're dead already. So,
It's always weird when they try and make Amanda Waller
show me what you
not
got.
a wall. I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. Avengers game had the different I will say that Avengers game, like, despite disliking the live service element, the characters felt more different from each other in that than they do in this so far.
All right. Sorry.
They do. They really did.
Makes
And
sense
that
when
was
you
a
look at
big
one
that
of
was like
those
a disaster
assassinate
disappointment
Rocket.
of a game.
I don't know what she wants the rest of you for.
Knowing Amanda Waller, it is nothing good. In my experience.
What the heck is your
That was a
experience?
weird
And
sentence.
what's the fish doing in
Right?
Oregon?
Like,
Well, like I said, sometimes he talks like a moronic.
Generalized anxiety. But I was brought here from my home.
Oh, okay, great. King Shark has generalized anxiety.
wow, that's so
One
relatable.
damn minute.
Street shit needs It was just Vin Diesel's voice.
None of us are getting out of here.
Ah, the prisoner's dilemma.
What's the bloody dilemma? This
You ever seen
prisoner
that
wants
that
out.
commercial
Come on,
or
Captain, you
old
just
Toy
got
Fair
here.
video
I've
of
been inside
Vin
my
Diesel
freaking
playing with Street
head.
Shark?
Feels like I've been stuck in this conversation for 5
That was
years.
his job once upon a time.
Oh, so
Playing
sorry,
with
Deadshot.
action figures.
Are we
Yeah.
interrupting your being strapped to a gurney?
Isn't Deadshot supposed to be white?
Aren't you supposed to be shutting your damn mouth? Kangaroo looking ass.
Because you are Australian.
Okay, so we're gonna do the
It's
murder each other
amazing
thing or
dialogue.
what?
Got me
'Cause
really.
I'll be straight with
Yes,
you.
this
I
is
wanna
rough,
get outta
man.
here. I'd kill you. I'd kill myself.
Nobody's killing anybody.
I wish somebody killed me.
No one
Yeah.
gets shot. Waller comes back in here. See, she's not
Talk
getting
about
the
suicide.
force go up
Yeah,
psychos.
I mean,
We all get out.
They're really trying to
We do
make a
nothing.
person experience what it's like to be in that mindset.
yeah. No, I mean, it's effective. It's if that's what they were going for, that's one way that this game's working.
It's art.
Less time in brain class and more time learning
Brain
how to
class?
pick locks.
It's funny having just seen this. Yeah, because I showed you this guy that movie. They hadn't seen it yet, so I showed that to them for the first time.
I know I was there.
Oh, you were there? Oh, yeah, you were there for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is a lot more comparable to the other Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah. This feels more like the first Suicide Squad movie, especially in its attempt. It's isn't it funny that like the movie that was actually directed by the same guy as Guardians of the Galaxy had its own distinct tone and feel,
Yeah.
and the one that wasn't felt like it was ripping off Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. That is. That's a very good. This is just fucking dumb, dude. Goddamn.
They're trying to do the Deadpool intro, but
Yeah.
them fighting.
right.
Which, if you look at if you want to see that in a game, Devil May Cry 5 did like the best possible video game version of that kind of Deadpool style credits intro.
I thought
Already.
I thought the trigger was still just 5 feet away from them, and it was taking them like half an hour just to get that far. Like,
I mean, it feels like it's taken. Well, actually,
probably has been.
it's been 40 minutes so far. We've been playing this for 40 minutes already.
I mean, I felt every second.
It's amazing how like nothing has really happened. I feel like.
No.
Where'd she go, and then why did she come back? And then
Welcome back.
I would like if Amanda Waller had been like,
There are
you know,
bombs in
you
our
if you
heads.
guys had gotten a hold of that detonator, you'd be fine right now.
right.
The shark's right. She played you all.
What does that mean?
You played each other. You fucking rolled around like idiots for.
Yeah, I don't even. Okay.
There were several moments during that montage where they had one of them had the fucking detonators in their
Right.
hands.
Right. Yeah. Just stupid.
Yeah.
Faces.
I mean, granted, you know, the Suicide Squad is often depicted as like below intelligence, but
These crazy sons of
you know,
I feel like Deadshot should be one of the ones that isn't. Though.
Actually, I'm the
Like if you're gonna throw Deadshot in there, he should come off as a bit smarter than the others.
Probably. Yeah.
You and me both. Wasn't planning on picking up a bunch of liabilities in Arkham.
There's something in my ear. Did one of you bastards inject something in my ear?
In-ear CIC comms. Bet we can hear your bullshit wherever we go now.
You guys
Right, because we had to explain that they have communication devices.
Still, sure is nice to be out of Arkham. Thanks, dude.
Like that had to have dialogue about that for us to understand that they could communicate with a fucking radio.
Yeah.
Everyone
Well, yeah.
It was a test. A mind game. I do not know if we passed or failed.
I guess King Shark is the smartest of them all.
It seems like it.
Where are we going and who are we killing?
They geared us up to take on an army.
It's just so weird that this is the follow-up to what it's supposed to be the literal follow-up to Arkham Knight's story.
I have
Yeah.
never traveled by train before.
Oh, brilliant.
Which, if you're gonna do that official follow-up, you'd think you'd want to
Rides
like
like the Aussie.
sort of address Batman just a little bit, like.
Well, yeah, because the way that game ended,
Yeah.
it was very kind of ambiguous, and which, if that was the last game in that universe,
that would make sense.
fine, yeah, leave it there forever.
Guys, I
But
know working
if
together would be a train wreck.
if you're trying to
The point.
continue this world, like, because yeah, Batman just is going to show up in this, and he's just there, and they're not going to say
They
anything
won't
about
explain shit. Yeah.
how it looks like a meth head working at a gas station. Yeah, that's accurate. That's super accurate.
I do like that she has a bit of the insane clown look to her face, like she doesn't just look like.
Would it be some kind of insane clown posse?
Right? Rather be playing an ICP game.
Stupid deal.
This is about the quality I imagine an ICP game would be. Fucking magnets, how do they
Big man?
What is it?
Can you feel that?
Feel what? Is this a trick?
Old school. Guess Miss Off the Books got something to tell us.
Or she made us a mixtape.
It's especially cringy having, like Ulysses said, just watched that movie and heard Harley Quinn with good dialogue.
Yeah, yeah.
See that exact same character done so bad. Like that looks like what should be a
Bioshock or something.
yeah. Yeah, like I never really imagined Metropolis having like a Bioshock aesthetic to it. And I guess there's like
Makes
a
sense. But also, like, what does it say? Is that we've got our. It's like
We've
funny
got
that
ours.
the people living in Metropolis, like, we've got ours. Everybody
you
else
guys.
can fuck themselves.
yeah, it's not from Fallout. Or yeah, even a Fallout like an old
Right.
Fallout kind of ad because that also has that kind of 40s aesthetic to it.
Yeah, as maybe a.
Piss me off in any way, and I pull the trigger on the microbombs you so helpfully implanted in one another's skulls. If you survive,
Keystone,
speak again. Waller out.
Gotham, Metropolis. That one is too covered in stuff. You are just going nuts right now, huh?
Why would anyone leave Gotham?
A
Why
section
would
of it was turned into a high-security prison.
Yeah, everywhere's getting gentrified these days.
Yes, that's what the Squad cares about.
Like, yeah, I mean, those were a couple lines that
Watch
That-
out for the explosion!
had personality, I guess.
2, 1.
This is some Hollow Earth stuff right here.
Hollow Earth? What?
Oh, Boomerang's probably a dumbass conspiracy
When
theorist.
in doubt,
But we just went through a wall on like a subway station. Why? How is that deep enough to?
see if we can
That's
get
how much of a dumbass he is. He thought Hollow Earth would just be right on the other side of that wall, you know?
I guess.
Boomerang has the depicted as quite stupid.
I mean, I believe that. I don't know. when your stupidity doesn't even make sense and it's in a stupid way, I don't know.
Well, the thing is, I feel like they're gonna make, like you said, all of them
Oh,
very
dead set.
likable.
Isn't every building part of the Hollow Earth? Hey, that's fair. That's fair, since they all technically go underground in some capacity.
Let's play along with Lawler.
But the way I
Oh,
like
this is a
Boomerang
superhero
depicted
museum.
is that
Hate superheroes.
he's kind of one of the craftiest in the squad because he's always kind of plotting a way to screw everybody over.
Right. That's the Hall of Justice.
I mean, the statues are kind of cool looking, I guess.
And we're gonna rob this, which is how they all have their like extra powers.
Again, Waller probably would send them to like a slightly easier location than fucking just all the most powerful superheroes on Earth hang out here, and you know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, security in the Hall of Justice is pretty easy to get through, apparently.
Aren't actual size, Sharkman.
That looks like the 2011 Green Lantern.
It does kind of look like the Ryan Reynolds movie, like the type of costume.
There's a planet called Oa, home to the Guardians. The Guardians are really old, tiny, blue, and super smart.
So Jon Stewart's an idiot too, apparently.
The Guardians created these rings. They're powerful, even a little dangerous. But
So is this like the short quest tour version of the Hall of Justice, or
Well, I do get the feeling it's more of like a
it's supposed to be
fucking
for kids?
are peacekeepers. The Guardians picked us from all over the universe. Well, I come from here on Earth. Used to be a Marine, but in the Lantern Corps, I'm more
Why are you moving around so much?
intergalactic policeman.
Kneeling and getting up,
A
flying, and
Green
then
Lantern uses their ring to help people when they can.
like a small-time burglar could rob Superman blind. How embarrassing would that be?
Right.
Yeah, right.
Lantern of Sector 2844, and I'm proud to defend this planet alongside my friends in the Justice League.
Is that the entire Justice League in this?
The five of them, I guess.
Huh. So they really
I made
just
my power ring look a little bigger
skipped
for you,
out.
because you know what?
I'm
It
compensating
might
for
be
something?
The strongest gadget in the whole Hall of Justice. Now, I'm not talking as strong as Superman, but my imagination is my superpower.
You can create green objects by thinking about them.
All sorts of neat stuff to help me save the day. Once upon a time, I was an architect. Making my
God damn.
construct-
Could you put a little more pep into this fucking recap, Jon Stewart?
Wow, alright.
I feel like kids would get pretty bored of Jon Stewart after about 2 minutes.
Yeah. Why is this so? I don't know.
Could tell you their thrilling origin story.
Not the mood of the time, Shark Guy.
Poor Harley.
Through these doors lies the
You know
inner
a guy
sanctum
out
of the
here tried
Justice
to
League.
murder him and his
Sounds
pals
very
for all
grand,
those
doesn't it?
years.
And it is. The inner sanctum is where we all first
Sounds
come
great.
to form.
And it is great.
And they're real and they're spectacular.
Where we plan for battle against forces too great for any one of us to face alone.
What?
Sorry.
Is she
we can't
wearing
allow
kind
visitors
of
to the
denim
sanctum.
jeans? Like,
Wonder Woman got a Karen haircut.
To being a
Yeah,
champion.
that costume is weird. Like, what is going on with her
No matter
pants?
what.
Right there,
It
right?
looks like
Join the
She's got like two different types of pants that have been like sewn into each other. Like, I actually don't understand why this.
it would
It
look
looks
better.
weird.
It would look better if her legs were just bare, like usual.
Unless
Yeah.
it's any danger.
Jorts? Yeah, we should wear jorts.
What Superman gotta say here?
Hey there, I'm Superman, and I'm so glad you're visiting the Hall of Justice. I come here every day to meet with my very best friends, the Justice League.
This sounds so scripted. What Superman sounds like he least wanted to say.
I know. This is like the Super Friends, like,
Right.
version of the Justice League.
First off, I'm not from Metropolis. I'm not even from Earth. When I was even younger than you,
There's also like
the world
no
was
facial
dying.
expressions
So my mom
on the
and
actual
dad said,
animation of the
"Beautiful
faces here.
blue planet
Yeah, it
far
totally sounds like Superman had to be paid to say this much. It'd be funny if like his hologram said, "No, just, I'm not getting paid for this. What the fuck?" Just-
I love this world. My friends. And yes, even Batman.
Even that piece of
Let's
shit.
make it right, everyone. We'll always try to help.
Even that fucking asshole.
No matter who they are or where they're from.
I like that Batman comes out of like Hades like darkness when he appears.
I guess that's one thing that's kind of cool here.
My armor was forged by Themyscira's finest artisans to endure all sorts of danger.
Hey, I was looking at this one, bitch.
It's an ancestral relic.
Fuck out of my way.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a random person that walked in.
See the way he's like sliding around her as I try and run into her?
That's kind of weird.
Well, it is. Man, machine, or monster? Nothing. And I mean nothing beats Amazonian craftsmanship.
Okay, is there? I assume there's not a Batman hologram that says friendly things somewhere. Oh wow!
Is he wearing Heelys? He is what he looks like.
I need to be ready. Bat pods are my mobile preparedness units. A little like one of your backpacks. If your backpacks had cutting-edge stealth technology. Bat pods contain everything I need, from my bat suit to my bat gadgets. They can be deployed almost anywhere in the world.
I just feel like Batman, to keep his mystique a little bit, would be the one person to not make recordings.
You think so? Huh.
Hall of Justice? Oh, more like bloody hall of bullshit.
Oh, sounded like an Adam Sandler delivery.
It did. We got another Superman one.
Just for you today. And there's lots of great things to see and do. Wonder Woman's guarding the inner sanctum. Green Lanterns at the Quartermaster area.
Batman's response to being asked to do this would be to scowl and walk. Yeah, absolutely. He would fucking do it. Batman in the Justice League cartoon is like, you guys have stupid fucking ideas, like all the time.
Yeah.
And that's actually made for kids.
Right.
And this Justice Day, have a super day.
Wow.
Already super.
Now I know what you're thinking. That big S on my chest can only stand for one thing, right? Well, not quite. Believe it or not, until I got to Earth, this wasn't an S at all. Remember how I told you I'm from another planet?
Man of Steel
Well,
explanation.
on my world, this is my family crest. Pretty neat, huh?
Alright, well, this
I
is
have a
kinda
new
close to-
family now.
They didn't do the Man of Steel thing with the Hope, at least. It actually stands for shit. Well, this game does. That's for sure.
This is the Watchtower, our satellite and space station that helps us, well, watch over this city.
Quit
and
walking
many
into me.
others.
We'll know if someone's plotting something devious, if weird aliens show up, or if people are just being jerks. Anywhere.
Think
I
of the
don't know if I
Watchtower
like that
and all
Flash
three
voice.
gods, like Hyperion
No.
or Theia,
Plus,
that lets the Justice
what the
League
Flash
go
just
where
said
we
is like, we're watching everybody on Earth just to see if you act like jerks. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of surveillance shit is that?
Holy 1984, Batman.
We witness not only misdeeds, but we're privy to the good as well.
So they're a dystopian government, is in this version.
Yeah, it sounds like the scary thing Amanda Waller.
Still take this Flash over. Oh yeah, no, I mean I will too. I will too.
I don't like that he's kind of that armory looking Flash costume that Ezra Miller kind of has.
It is kind of a similar costume.
Bad for growing bones, but just know that
Space
if
is
you're
bad
ever
for
in trouble,
growing bones. What does
we'll
that
be
mean?
When you move as fast as I do, you've got to make sure your gear can keep up. My helmet is woven from a lightweight anti-friction material cooked up by the eggheads at Wayne Tech Labs.
Should be Star
Built to
Labs.
withstand the speed force, it absorbs and
That's
redistributes
for,
kinetic
pays
energy
for
as I
literally
run,
everything in this version.
which is a fancy way of saying
It's like very Tony Stark in the Avengers movies way to do it.
slow me down.
Yeah.
So let it old
Typical
cardboard
hero
cut out.
crap.
Oh, what? Why? Where's their mailbox for us to check this? What? Jeez,
We're
fucking-
checking the Justice League's inbox.
I guess we're checking their mail.
Call me by my real name, Diana. I was born on Themyscira, the secret island home of the Amazons. As a child, I grew up believing I would remain on Themyscira with my Amazonian sisters. That is, until I learned a big secret. Would you like to hear it? I learned that
Can
I
you
was the
say
daughter of
secret?
Zeus, ruler of the gods. From my father's side of the
I
family,
don't like that
I was
version of
given the
Wonder Woman.
strength to wield my impenetrable gauntlets, my sword, and most importantly, my
My
magic
jorts.
weapon, which compels anyone to
My
attend
sword.
the truth. How could I remain on Themyscira with
Yeah,
all
I
of
don't
these
like that they
gifts?
look like kind of denim
When I learned
jorts.
that your world was
Yeah, I know. I
such
just,
a strong
why
herd
would,
of
I,
like,
no.
I
Why would,
knew
Wonder
it was
Woman
my
just
duty
not a
to
jort
help.
wearer. I'm sorry.
Despite my mother's
No,
I know that's a
I've
real
never seen it before.
Yeah, I know that's a real specific thing to
Becoming a
nitpick, but like,
warrior of
Yeah.
I
peace,
just do not
a
believe Wonder
protector.
Woman would ever wear. Even he's
I
yawning.
miss my home. But I've made new friends, like the Justice League. There's nothing we wouldn't do for each other. And alongside
Like,
them,
fuck each other? Or
nothing
would
can
you have
stop
an
us
orgy?
in
Or...
our fight for a
And
better
you might have like a
world.
polycule situation going on.
Yeah.
Damn League.
Bunch of do-good freak shows in their creepy playhouse.
I don't want you agreeing
You're
with
in
me,
the
man.
League's quartermaster area. Sometimes, having a Green Lantern ring or being super fast aren't enough to deal with the bad guys. That's why we work with Superman.
Flash at the bottom of my...
Fox from Wayne Tech. His inventions
That's what I was
help us
thinking too.
understand
Is like
supervillains'
back or
powers,
something.
then take them down. All while keeping you safe.
Batman's on top, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I don't like that costume at all.
I just don't like when
I
he
know
wears
I've been
like
called
armor.
the fastest
Yeah,
man
yeah,
alive.
it just really shouldn't be. I mean, but in here it's not even all red. It's like
Superman might
all
disagree.
these gray pieces in
He'd also
between. It's
tell
like
you
trying
that
to be
I
the
didn't know
Daredevil
the light
fucking
was
Netflix
Yeah,
costume.
yeah.
But that was before I could draw energy from an interdimensional power source called the Speed Force. It's like the universe's biggest supercharged battery, and it never runs out. That's my secret. With the Speed Force, I can do a lot more than just run fast.
That's my
Me.
secret, Cap. I always come prematurely.
I can vibrate my body's molecules so fast I disappear.
And how much of a secret is this shit if it's just like public domain knowledge that everybody
If they've got a hologram saying it in a museum on repeat, it's not a secret.
But the Justice League isn't only about what I can do.
Well, they got their money's worth out of this animation.
Yeah, I know, they've reused it over and like just in this one room.
They're like, we have one chance in the whole game to make the Justice League look cool. This is
Who inspire us to be great. So thank you.
What's going on over here?
Oi, Deadshot!
Oh,
Despite what Flash may have told you, my cows aren't just a fancy Halloween mask. They're equipped with augmented.
hey, what's up, afternoon, dude?
So I never miss a clue.
We're doing a little trash game stream.
My friends in the Justice League. Before I joined
Yeah, it's a rarity, but we just decided, hey, this is free. Let's make fun of this for a little while. Oh, thank you for the biddies, man. I appreciate that very much.
Batman just talked shit about Superman there. That would be at least a funny joke if all the Superman Batman holograms kept talking shit about each other.
That would be great. Favorite game of the day.
His afternoon tune for this
I
one.
don't think so. He's just being sarcastic. Boomerang's supposed to be Australian or Scottish? I ask on the voice actor's behalf. He's definitely supposed to be Australian.
Yeah.
All of us in the Justice League believe that part of being a hero isn't just remembering the good stuff, but the bad stuff too. That's what makes us stronger. That's what really makes a hero.
Oh, even his flaming hologram smug.
I was born Bruce Wayne.
What?
citizen of
Oh, I forgot.
At 2 young
I guess because
I
they...
lost my parents to the city's
I guess because that was exposed in the Arkham Knight.
day forward.
So it is okay. It's.
I mean, it
connected.
is a continuation of those games. It's supposed to be the next game in that like world.
Yeah.
So I became a symbol. Something even evil would fear. I became vengeance. I became
Ooh, the Scottish hated by just the Irish. Mostly the English. Sometimes also hated by the Scottish.
more than just my wits. I'd have to work hard.
I feel like Batman can't be much of a symbol of fear anymore. Just everybody knows he's
No.
the regular guy that he is.
Well, there's a huge disconnect between this and how Arkham Knight ended. Because he like the way that game ended, he was like around kind of still, but it seemed like he'd like become like a fear god or something,
Yeah,
some sort
yeah.
of monster almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We are stronger than we are alone.
power of friendship. Yeah, that's where they steal a bunch of gadgets or something.
I feel like villains would go most after Bruce if they just knew who he was. And shit.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, I watched all of Creature Commandos. They're natural enemies like Germans and Scots, or Indians and Scots, or Scots and other Scots. Damn Scots, they ruined Scotland. It was good, just the gameplay. I've heard the story is also ass, and so far, what we've seen in just this opening, the story is not good either.
Dialogue.
Yeah, the dialogue sucks so far. Is Pierce Brosnan? No, he's just British.
Irish.
Oh, is he Irish? Okay, I thought. Okay, well, Irish. Yeah. So far, whoever
Sean Connery is Scottish.
Yeah, Sean Connery is Scottish. Yeah, no. After the tune, whoever said the story was good, I think they might have lied to you.
You found the Riddler's hat of invisibility.
The Riddler's hat of invisibility. Dude, this seems like something the Sylvester Stallone King Shark would do.
Right.
Ooh, nothing says international assassin like a frickin' jetpack.
I mean, that's a good question, because, like, in the comics, it changes so much every...
It should be different.
Yeah, it should be...
Like,
It's
issue
so...
almost.
Yeah, it should be constantly changing. So, I mean, maybe this is a cheat answer, but my favorite Suicide Squad lineup is when it is just, like, rotating constantly and not staying the same, like, at all.
I generally like when Captain Boomerang's on the team because, like I said, he's treacherous and he'll usually try to fuck everybody over on the team.
Right.
That's usually how he continues to live in each group. We didn't get that so much in the movies, but that's typically how he's portrayed.
Right.
Deadshot's usually Deadshot and Harley, the ones in there and shit. But
I would love to see Bronze Tiger used more.
Bronze Tiger would be cool.
He's like, if you want to have like one particular member of the Suicide Squad be like kind of a maybe good person still a bit, I feel like Bronze Tiger is a really good candidate for that.
And I always like when there's like one A-list villain on the team. Like,
yeah, like there's that one comic where they did General Zod. Yeah.
I've seen one where Amanda Waller somehow wrangled Cyborg Superman onto the team. And then there's that story you're thinking of where she had Zod. I like when there's like one A-list villain that they can barely control.
Yeah.
And you basically know they're gonna fucking get out of that situation.
Right, right.
You know. Because it adds so much tenseness and suspension to the whole thing.
Totally.
Like,
it's also like the arrogance of Amanda Waller believing she can just control fucking anybody.
Right, yeah.
And she almost can. But then, yeah, there are going to be those ones that she tries to pull this shit on him.
Like, I like that when Waller's the one that ends up getting some of the Suicide Squad members killed.
I think it's a good movie.
I don't know if I'd put it up there like in the top 10.
Yeah, I don't think it's like great on that level, but I think it's very good.
It's one of them. Yeah.
I mean, in terms of modern DC movies in the last like 10 years, it's definitely one of the best ones I've had.
It's in the top 5 there, but otherwise it's like maybe top 50 or something.
Yeah. I think it's a very good movie, but I don't think it's like that incredible.
It's not Dark Knight.
No, definitely.
That might sound fanboyish to say, but Dark Knight's still fucking awesome.
I still think that's like maybe the best one to try and aim towards. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot more accurate for sure to the characters and the spirit of what the Suicide Squad is. I guess if there was one bone I maybe still would pick with the James Gunn movie is that they kind of still end up being heroes.
Yeah,
And I think it works a lot better in that movie because hey, someone like Peacemaker is a plant and he betrays them, and you still get them killing each other and some of them dying. But I do think, yeah, if there's one big thing I would maybe pick at that movie about is still that they ultimately, the Suicide Squad kind of ultimately still are heroes at the end of the day, and I don't love that about it.
And Harley Quinn being in the lineup, like. It's just whenever she shows up in a Suicide Squad story, she has 100% plot armor.
She does. She's never dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like she's entertaining in that Suicide Squad movie.
Totally. I like her there. I think she's used very well, but she does have plot armor.
Yeah.
In Suicide Squad, I think Suicide Squad stories thrive at their best when no character has plot armor. Like, I still think my favorite, they try and treat her that way. I don't think she actually is, but I think they try and push that idea. But I honestly think that the best Suicide Squad movie is the Hell to Pay animated film.
Hell to Pay is great.
Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, I think, is the best one. And that, because no one's fucking safe in that one.
Harley's in that one.
I think she is, but she kind of drops off like midway through and isn't like one of the main characters of it.
Bronze Tiger.
Bronze Tiger is like the protagonist of that movie,
which is cool.
Yeah, yeah. If you haven't seen Afternoon Tune, if you haven't seen Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, that's like I think the best non-comic version of the Suicide Squad you can find.
I also like Assault on.
That one's also really good too.
I think the Suicide Squad is just equally done well in animation, except for that isekai.
Yeah, that was terrible. We never did a review for that on your show Afternoon Tune, but me and Michael did watch that entire Suicide Squad isekai, and it was
rough.
It was bad. It was the only good part was Amanda Waller getting down.
When Amanda Waller is twerking,
that's great. That's all. I loved that, but it's like a Brainiac was Terrarium. Yeah, also these enemy types, could they be any more generic?
I ain't dying next to a steel pimple with legs. Eyes up, people.
A steel pimple with legs. Wow.
Shoot the damn things.
Yep, and now we're gonna all shoot them. Hey, right. But even those had more personality, though. Yeah, Captain Boomerang using a shotgun.
It's like fucking just teleporting that he's doing it. It's just might as well be like some supernatural ninja or something.
Like maybe give me like a Nightcrawler game where the character does this.
A Nightcrawler, yeah, that'd make a lot of sense. Nightcrawler game would be fucking amazing.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just I just think that you can't have so many. If the characters have two different power sets, it's just really hard to program a game where they all actually feel unique to play as. That's why I think that you just really. Shit.
There's Green Lantern somewhere, but
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it just seems like a bad choice to not take one character, design a set of game mechanics around that character, and flesh how that's supposed to feel out.
Yeah. You're in trouble now. Green Lantern's gonna. Green Lantern.
I mean, if he was evil, he could just crush all their heads right now.
Yeah. It should take him 2 seconds.
I was about to ask you the same thing, Quinn. Wait.
Well, he's evil because he's got voice modulation. That's how you know he's bad.
Hey, Zack Snyder's Batman had voice modulation too.
I don't like that either.
That explains why he murdered him.
I so preferred Christian. Even though people made fun of it,
I like the Christian.
I prefer him just doing a different voice. I think that's way better.
I think the Zack Snyder Batman, as cool as he moves.
Wait, does he? John Cena? I feel like I would have heard that before, but really? That can't be right.
That'd be crazy. I don't know. It hasn't sounded like John Cena.
Yeah, because we heard his hologram talk in the Dunn Museum part, and it didn't sound like John Cena, but
I don't.
Maybe it was.
Looking at you, I don't see the potential. Either way,
Does he make an official apology to China and Kryptonian?
Mr. Lantern, sir, I'm no matter. Could I, Shh.
I want you to see this. Pay attention, Floyd.
Green Lantern going to show us his fetish or something? Or?
Looks bad, feels worse. But once you dig in,
Looks bad, feels bad.
there's no going back. Outstanding.
Yeah, I feel like the Batman actors at this point have just realized it sounds better if they just change up their voice, their natural voice, you know.
I mean, I feel like that's what every version up until the Snyder version was for
Yeah.
the movies.
That was just the one for me that proved like, okay, the voice modulator thing sounds kind of dumb.
Yeah. This is bad exposition. This is a terrible way to do exposition. Yeah, Afternoon June, whoever told you that the story in this game was good and it was just the gameplay that was bad, they're a liar. The gameplay here is terrible. This is not. I mean, the story here is also terrible so far. It is not good.
Lantern.
Like you said earlier, the graphics look okay.
Then I'm coming for
But
you.
if you put them side by side with Arkham Knight genuinely looks better, and it's 10 years old.
Flash! Brainiac wondered how you got off the ship.
Speedster secret. The League doesn't leave anyone behind. Let's
Stop
make you
saying
one,
things are secrets and then telling people what those things are supposed to be.
Yeah, right. What just happened?
I guess Flash isn't turned evil yet, so Tom Holland is into Berserk.
How did Green Lantern just disappear, though?
I think it was just Flash tackling him and then them moving somewhere else really fast. Why does she sound upset about that? I mean, Berserk is a... Oh god, no. No, dude. Fuck, no. Tom Holland is, like, way too little for that shit. He could play... If there was a character he could play, maybe Judo.
Sounds like Gotham.
This Brainiac has deployed a corrupted army.
But, I mean, Berserk should not be adapted into live action. Griffith. Body shaming Tom Holland. Yeah, he's too little. He's too fucking little. He was too little for Nathan Drake, too.
I see you've already stolen traversal equipment.
I mean, I like Tom Holland, but he was way too fucking little for Nathan Drake. He's way too little for... I mean, come on. You've seen what Guts looks like. Dorcas. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't see anybody playing those characters in live action. Like, I really can't. Like, that should... I hope that never... Well, good for him.
It's Zendaya, I would assume. Right?
I'm guessing. What about The Rock? Dude, no. Get The Rock as far away from... Well, get The Rock as far away from everything.
Yeah.
Honestly. I just don't want to see The Rock at all anymore.
In movies, no. I mean, I guess the odd Fast and Furious, but other than that, like...
Yeah, I just don't want to fucking see The Rock. Like, I don't even care what character you pitch him as. I just don't want to see him.
Like, I know there's going to be one more Fast and Furious movie, right?
Yeah, and I wouldn't be willing to see him in that one.
But, like, after that...
Yeah, just done being in anything. I don't want it. Okay. So what did that do?
I don't know, you blew up a turret.
Okay. Does this even really definably feel like Metropolis?
That's a giant statue of Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, yes it is.
Okay. But she's not wearing dumb-looking pants there.
Yeah, that's true. She doesn't have her jorts on. Does this really feel like? I mean, I guess the Daily Planet right there, but other than that, can't sound like the Charger. Is it worth getting a new one, or would it be better? I mean, actually, I have because I have a MacBook Pro. It's like, well, fucking more than a decade old, and it also will lose its battery charge pretty quickly. I mean, I just really never unplug it. So, I mean, I kind of wondered the same Yeah, I mean, that really depends. Do you need to use it away from outlets? Because if you don't, then it's like, well, I mean, it kind of just works fine then. And then I've never really looked into how much it would cost to do a battery replacement, but I feel like that could be a little pricey. Take it with him. Well, if you use it for travel like that, then I feel like it could be worth. That's about it. I mean, if you use it for that a lot and like it really comes in handy for travel, then I feel like it would be worth it to try and fix it or get a new computer. But I couldn't really tell you what like the price difference between those two things would be.
Triggers the drones to escape. Continue your recon.
Providing support fire.
God, this is lame. So lame.
How about you were asking earlier, does this feel like Metropolis?
Oh yeah, like aesthetically, like does this feel like Metropolis to you? Does this have like a, I mean, like you could
the Daily Planet, like it feels more like that city from the Teen Titans, the cartoon.
It does, yeah, I can see that. It does kind of feel more like that. Plus, they're trying to put like Justice League stuff everywhere, and it's not just like Superman, which also kind of throws it off because it's like would Metropolis really have like statues of Wonder Woman?
I wouldn't think so. I've never seen that before.
You know, like, and is the Hall of Justice supposed to be in Metropolis? I guess.
For some reason, I thought it was in DC, but. I mean, it makes more sense to be there than Gotham.
Nice neighborhood,
But-
real European-y. Still no sign of Flash, though.
Wait, we were looking for Flash?
Wait, was that Gotham City?
Flash?
Gotham City Herald. Why are they advertising the Gotham City newspaper in Metropolis?
That makes no sense.
That's fucking stupid.
that's nonsense.
All right. You might be worth keeping alive. Captain Boomerang,
Could you imagine if you went to Detroit and they just had like billboards for other cities? Like, oh, you don't want to be here. Go somewhere else.
Captain Boomerang. Let's go. Gauntlet's gonna lead us right to him. If we go in the right direction. Just keep those numbers going down, and Speedy Boy's as good as ours.
So what's the right direction? Oh. Okay, hold on, let me move the camera because it's covering the thing I need to follow. Camera. Yeah. There we go.
Supposed to assist Flash anyway.
The only
Alright.
thing I'm assisting him with is dying.
If we openly disobey Waller, she will dispose of us. Take my word.
So this way.
So Aussie, I don't care how many times Flash clowns you on live TV.
Also, I don't feel like there's a story right now, just like a plot.
Yeah, it's just a very loose plot. Yeah, no, they did. None of these characters make any sense after the game. Like King Shark is using a gun and butcher knives instead of eating people.
Because like none of these characters have motivations, or whatever.
Oh God, no, none whatsoever. Like, the Suicide Squad needs. You can have them all be forced into it or whatever, which is always normal. But like, you need
gotta
to
at
have
least
something.
have a couple characters that like want something in the story, like in any story,
or any story really. But yeah, just think like Bloodsport in the movie, right? Like
Right.
he's got this whole other personal situation that drives the narrative forward.
Well, that movie did a great job of like telling you kind of why all of them, besides just being in kind of indentured servitude,
Right.
why they are, what they want in life other than just that,
You're making this a whole thing.
Do you have the Flash?
Sorry, lady. He's kind of busy in a biffo with a giant Green Lantern.
What? Okay.
It doesn't look like that dire of a situation.
No, no, it really doesn't.
Skull ship? Sounds pretty evil villain to me.
So, anything I'm supposed to like be doing here? Am I just watching things?
Stay back, Flash. I'm trying to be easy here. Brainiac just wanted to talk.
Like how he talked to you? Listen to yourself.
Doesn't this feel like some of the people working at Rocksteady wanted to actually make a Justice League game and they just weren't allowed to?
Quite possibly.
Because all of the like character interaction. Get the fuck out of here with that. I believe Tom Holland is that character more.
You want me, buddy? Then here I come.
I don't know. While you telling me how much Rocksteady's kind of sold out, like during the making of this game, it just seems like they put together the biggest selling names they could, Suicide Squad and Justice League, just put it in the same title.
Right.
And that will sell. When it didn't really, did it?
Could Zendaya play the love? I mean, I guess, but in Berserk, I mean, this is like, I just no adaptations of Berserk.
You just get the whole MCU cast in there. Like,
fuck that. Fuck that so hard. Like, this momentum mechanic stuff is also just genuinely not fun. Well, I just feel like, I don't know, I'm just like hopping through the air.
As Captain Boomerang does.
Right. I don't know. And I mean, like, one of the most fun parts about the Arkham games is its momentum mechanic. Right? That's the glide fly thing that they are able to do with Batman is just well, that in and of itself is like its own entirely, like, really just fun and impressive mechanic as a game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Traversal is like half of why I enjoy playing the Arkham games.
And so, like, from the shovel, yeah, the music here is super, like, just generic. And
yeah, I hadn't paid attention to that yet, but it does suck. I feel like really good music you should notice.
Yes. Yeah. If I don't notice the music at all on something, then I know it's not that good. I mean, I'll maybe make a caveat there for there being subtle music that it is meant to kind of...
Yeah, but it's like an ambient score.
Maybe you're not supposed to have like a ton of attention called to it, but that's, I'd still say, is less often the case.
Yeah.
That
I've got mine. What's with all those weird Daily Planet buildings?
I don't know. It's like they're trying to make like the people of Metropolis sound like just like total, just like rich d-bags.
So just all the humans in Metropolis got Pompeii.
I guess so.
Hey, nice rooftop, Boomer. Where's Flash?
Does that mean Lois Lane is dead?
Maybe.
I guess it probably won't matter at all.
No,
Where's the Flash at, genius?
You've wasted our time.
Oh, ye of little faith. Thing about Flash is, he's a coward. Guy like him sees a guy like me coming, he starts in his boots.
That's what Zack Snyder would do for sure.
Fast to see.
Turns out it was.
So Boomerang is better with the Speed Force than the Flash.
I guess so. Or he just sees through the Flash's powers entirely, even on like a base layer.
You can buy Lantern a beer after I put him in the ground.
Oi, this is about me and Flash. Get your own moment, why don't ya?
Seems to me like this is about...
Guys!
Oh no, those things. That have posed no threat whatsoever so far.
Right.
Superman, Batman, female brain game.
Waller,
Let's get
area is
Martha
hot.
Mom Hunter in there
Flash
too.
wants to stay behind. Hold
Martha
on.
Dad Hunter.
Great guy.
If he gets captured, I'll kill you myself.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm starting to not like her.
Manhunter, he fucks dills.
Yeah. Manhunter is super into dilfs.
I've been fucking Kevin Costner for years.
Melee enemies with kinetic shields to open them up. Got it?
Those supervillains or whatever have the same stupid idle animation replaying constantly, and it's not even. No.
I thought they were like dancing to like a rave or something.
Even more annoying than you are.
Not my buddy.
They got their creepy mitts on the flat.
Like, I also know, can you show me, like,
So Flash would be so.
I don't know.
Appear to have been mutated into aggressive.
Shark, sometime.
Yeah, if Flash is gonna be in danger, it should be from us.
Also, Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. First mission, defend the flag.
Fill in the gun.
Honestly looked like that crap.
If we ever do,
All right, Flash
well,
is clear.
or if we do more of these Suicide Squad streams, it'd be fun if on some of them you listen to be here too to make fun of them.
Sure.
Worst
Yeah, we try. You listen. You want to get in on these streams?
There.
Because I don't think the story is all that long. But I'll also check and see how much time it's supposed to be.
There were survivors. They have fled recently,
I think this is,
leaving snacks in their
or at
wake.
least I wouldn't be surprised.
They had the right idea.
I
Somebody
do the
find
bad
the
guys
backup.
have goofy deception.
That's Decepticon voices. That's a great question. Sure, it looks fun.
This door will not hold. We must barricade it.
King Shark, he sounds like that. So. Well, that's just Jim Lee's Batman from one of the Hush covers.
Huh.
Yeah, I feel like it would be getting close to a Batman appearance.
See this?
It does feel like
I
it.
spent a lot of time dreaming up how I was gonna kill you with it.
Sage said that. Well, oh no, I watched some of season 3.
Harley Quinn. I watched all of season 3, and I thought it fell off pretty hard with the third season.
There were still some episodes I was entertained by.
I thought there
season
were
3.
were a couple, but I thought they were like more of an exception.
more, but no.
Yeah. Well, and also like the one episode that really stood out to me as being great was the Joker episode that had nothing to do with Harley Quinn or Poison Ivy. I think part of it for me was like the show was clearly created with this idea of a will they won't they romance story, and once they committed to it and resolved that going into the third season with them actually
Once
as a
you
couple,
do they will, it's like, oh, that's over.
yeah, it's over. The point of this is now done.
Okay, yeah, this is the Batman.
This is the Batman part. Yeah, it just, to me, it just felt like, yeah, I don't know, the Harley Quinn show felt like it lost a lot of its steam.
Sounds like Batman's eating the guy. It's not like he's getting some.
Feel
grab.
kind of the same way. Yeah, I mean, like, and again, it wasn't that it was, I didn't think it was, like, actively bad, necessarily, the third season. I just thought it was kind of weak. Or just kind of mediocre in comparison to the first two.
I thought that lady just had a batarang in her ear. It's in her neck, okay.
This is heroic if you think of it as Zack Snyder's
She's
Batman.
got red eyes, Terminator eyes and shit.
Purple Brainiac eyes.
I will say this is the only part of the game that's had any sort of mood whatsoever.
Sure, there's a little bit of atmosphere here.
Rock really loves the
Invisible.
Riddler's hat.
Yeah. Well, it's like you put it on because he actually thinks it'll make him invisible still.
Can't see my beautiful eyes.
Drones kaput, grapples kaput.
Has Captain Boomerang never been like in a room with the lights off before?
I guess not.
Where are you?
He sleeps with
Your
a nightlight.
priority is getting Flash back to the Hall of Justice.
That ain't my priority.
Come on, haul your asses to the exit.
The only part that's fun about this is you can hear the you can see the explosive gel. You know, you can hear the grapples swinging.
Yeah.
around and stuff.
There's a cool. This scene does have a cool kind of like. Yeah, you're on the other end of the stealth sequences from
the
Arkham game. Yeah, there's a cool aspect to it.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum, Harley Quinn,
Titan Joker. Yeah. Like the. Oh yeah, did you like that pun?
I just tried to ignore it, Ulysses, but I should have known you wouldn't listen to it. Are these just all like cardboard
cutouts of like the thugs from the Arkham games?
That's weird.
It's super weird. I don't know why they would just have that here in Metropolis, but
yeah, in Metropolis, yeah.
You know, like that guy could shoot him.
Task Force X, what is happening in there?
Did they? Oh, wait, what?
Why is there just like a museum that details the entirety of like the story of those games?
That's weird. Superman must have really been a fanboy of the Arkham games.
Oh shit! I thought that person's arms were outstretched like they were Batman crucified them.
Just take the Aussie, Batman. We'll call it even.
It's just like, look at all these way better character designs from our previous games.
Doesn't this make you want to play Arkham Asylum?
Yeah, doesn't this make you want to play the other games that we made over a decade ago?
It's like...
There's Jason. Which that stuff that was stupid still.
Which, like, just booting this game up makes you want to play Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Alright, Boom is a goner. Oh
well. Alright.
Yeah, this might be the only good level in the game.
Yeah, there's something about this that I like, just in terms of the atmosphere. The character's dialogue still feels poorly written, but...
That was a very meta on the nose line for King Shark to say, too.
It was. Okay, so I want to go... There's no go over right there.
Shark! I ain't responsible for you if you
But again, how much better would this have been if it was just like, I don't know, you picked one character to try and dedicate this game to, and then like...
I mean, if you're limiting it to just 4 Suicide Squad member characters, I don't know why they can't all at least play differently then.
Right. Right. I mean, that shouldn't be impossible.
Batman has defeated Deadshot.
Okay.
Alright, Street
Face
Shark,
me
you've got
directly,
this.
Batman. I beseech you.
Beseech you. Like, are you supposed to be aiming like up? Like, is he up at the ceiling somewhere?
I don't know. It feels like it might be scripted.
This is where I bail out.
Oh, that's right, because I know already that Harley Quinn's the one that kills Batman.
Right.
So.
For smart King Shark or dumb King Shark? Shakespearean Street Shark. Now I've seen everything. Yeah. What do you think, Michael? Smart or dumb for King Shark? Which one do you prefer?
I like what Ulysses just said. A dumb
comics and all, but I do really love the hacker.
Find flesh, don't find bats. Easy.
Yep, Harley Quinn, the least qualified to kill Batman here, is going to be the one to.
I know. I don't know how. That's one issue I have with more modern interpretations of Harley is like how overly capable they like have decided to make her as a character.
Oh yeah.
Like part of the point of her was always that she was kind of an idiot and kind of, you know, not actually very good at doing most things.
Like to what Afternoon Tune asked earlier, if I was picking a Suicide Squad lineup, I wouldn't even want to see Harley Quinn in it.
Yeah, no, I would completely just leave her out of it.
Yeah.
I am not donating to this museum.
Green Lantern, I have the Flash. Your 4 escaped criminals. They led me right to him.
Now watch that shoot Harley in the
Not a threat
head.
at all. Still.
Like, I mean, in the Arkham games, whenever you like come up against Harley and she like tries to go at you, and then you just like do like one counter and she's gone, and it's not even a boss fight. That's what I expect from Harley Quinn.
Right. Oh, the Flash saved. Fuck you, Flash. Okay, as much of a Batman stan as I am, Batman should not be winning this fight.
Right. I mean, I guess maybe if he's already been injured.
Of course, Brainiac.
Right.
We're ready for phase.
Martha! How convenient that they all woke up exactly at the same time.
Right. Well, back to the shit.
Well, let's go back outside and now be a generic. Yeah, that was the only good part so far.
That
was
might be the only good part of the game.
Yeah, that might be the only good moment in the game. that was a it even says a Batman experience.
Go to the other exit and wait for support.
Yeah, there was some. It's like trying to be like a lost a fine chance to be over. Right? If it had just ended right there. Yeah, again, it's just like, don't you want to just go play that?
As a last resort, Joker
Jack Ryder is doing all of it.
Titan mixture. The super
Well, that's also a callback to the Arkham games.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough to defeat Batman.
I thought about taking Titan once. Just wanted to be muscly. And more muscly.
Harley Quinn. Once a promising young psychiatrist, she returned to the asylum to terrorize it as Joker's sidekick.
Nice outfit, Hal. Hey.
That's better than her costume right now.
I like that Harley had no dialogue.
Yeah, she didn't respond to that whatsoever. Like, they can't even have, like... they can't even, like...
The strong man Bane was secretly imprisoned.
To be honest, these are my least favorite designs from Arkham Asylum. It's like
these 4? These are like the 4 worst designs that even that game having mostly good designs had.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the Titan Joker.
Oh, this is supposed to be the opening judge. Yeah, that courtroom sequence.
Oh man, that was so good.
That was so good. Man, I remember that thing that was good that wasn't this.
Yeah. Rules were made by the villain ringleaders and their gangs. I know. I was on the ground, and so was Batman.
Shut up, Jack Ryder.
BD Wong.
These are interview tapes from the fucking...
What are all these designs in this room?
You certainly know how to keep a girl.
They're just like straight up playing like the dialogue from that scene. And...
How would they have exact audio recordings of that day?
I know, that makes no sense. Well, and it's not even those actors. It's not even the same voices as that game had, so it's not...
Right.
So it's like actors doing a like reality show style like reenactment of this moment.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
It's fucking stupid.
What are the characters they have in here, I guess?
Is it Memberberries? It's both. It's both.
Well, I don't care about the audio. I just wonder who the Cardboard Razzo Yep, the different Deadshot there.
Talia, Mr. Freeze, Mad Hatter, Clayface, Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, those are such good characters.
So much better game.
The city's darkest hour was yet to come. Gathering Batman's remaining foes into an unholy alliance, the crazed Scarecrow plunged Gotham into a waking nightmare.
Welcome to Gotham.
Firefly. Arkham Knight. Which is still that I mean that was still a dumb choice in that game to do, to just make it Jason. Penguin, Deacon Blackfire, Deathstroke.
It's funny, as much as you think this would be like one of the most boring elements of this game, this level design is probably also going to be one of the only other
Just because again it was just a Professor Pig, sorry, Riddler over there. Because it's just a shit that's already good and better than
Ah, shit! It's a ghost!
Are the spirits of your ancestors typically digital?
What?
What's she doing now?
Fucking walk over here.
Trying to give us the brain spasms?
What's happening?
You cracked the lock. Thank you, strange holographic girl.
Oh. I actually want to click on this one because it looks like the only thing that's taking place post.
Yeah.
You ate a lot of lead paint growing up, didn't you, Boomerang?
Bruce Wayne finally returned, drawn back to the light by the metahuman superheroes from
Let's get back to the hall before war turns our heads to hamburger.
Justice League.
Or
He accepted.
we could go on the Batman experience again.
The story of Bruce Wayne, the Batman, continues. Far from the mean streets of the city that made him. I'm Jack Ryder.
So he just doesn't. He's not.
Just left Gotham.
He's just not in Gotham at all anymore.
Yeah, Gotham is a fucking shit.
So that right there was their entire explanation for.
Oh, that was terrible.
For how he's still around after the ending of the last game.
So he just doesn't try to protect Gotham at all.
No, I guess not. Superman was like, "Hey, man, this place is way nicer. You want to come live here?" He's like, "Yeah, fuck Gotham."
Well, how Batman like, dude?
Pedal to the metal.
Wow.
Hey guys, I love hands-on learning.
I don't know. I'm very unexcited about Rocksteady making more Batman games now.
Batman gentrified himself.
You sound jealous.
I think now that we're back outside, I think we'll leave it here for now.
Oh, that statue is gold. Okay. So it is basically that statue.
It's supposed to be that Doomsday. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll quit here since we're back outside here.
Tactical.
The Batman Experience, Metropolis History Museum.
That's also a cover from a very good Batman comic.
I've definitely seen that art before.
I say we get to the hall,
Yeah, we'll leave off here for now. Ulysses this afternoon, thanks for hanging out. I mean, I definitely, especially if we can get Ulysses over here for them, I think it would be fun to keep going. And yeah, just make it a trash game stream thing. Yeah, we'll do more of this in the future. We'll probably at least just finish like the main story, and then drop it after that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. You'll find me in a little less than an hour over at the Afternoon Tune. So, see you soon.
Fuck off, Suicide Squad.